Hello, I am Lawrence Skuvanek, President of Texas Tech University. It is my pleasure to welcome each of you to this, the December 2020 virtual commencement of Texas Tech University. Would you please join me for our national anthem performed by faculty members from the Texas Tech University School of Music.
Oh, say, can you see? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bursting in air gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Today is a very special day. This day represents a culmination of an incredible amount of work, determination, and sacrifice by you, the graduates, but also your family and those who've supported you. Although our traditional commencement ceremony was not possible for all graduates, I hope that as everyone watches this virtual commencement ceremony, you feel a great sense of celebration and pride in the accomplishments of the class of December 2020. This unprecedented period in history provides us with a valuable lesson on just how quickly our life circumstances can change. Graduates, you'll have a unique story to tell about the challenges you faced in completing your college degree. The way you have responded to these challenges is more important, more defining, more lasting than the circumstances you have confronted. The traits of grit and determination of Red Raiders have been so evident as we've responded to this pandemic. It's in our DNA as Red Raiders to roll up our sleeves and go to work and face our challenges head on, and that's what you have done. Your time at Texas Tech has prepared you for this moment and for your future. For some of you, graduation represents another step in your academic journey, and for others, the beginning of a completely new chapter of your life. The pathway to this moment has presented obstacles: academic, personal, financial, and the special circumstances of the pandemic. But you overcame those obstacles, and today we celebrate your spirit and perseverance. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ted Mitchell, Chancellor of the Texas Tech University System.
From the Texas Tech University System, welcome to graduation. I realize this is very different than what we're all used to with traditional graduation ceremonies, but in fact, today you're making history. And if you think about it for just a minute, all of the degrees that you're getting now are representations of your ability to solve problems. And in this particular environment, this is a perfect example of what that means. Finding yourself with a challenge, looking for an opportunity related to that challenge, and then making the best of it. So those of you that are graduating today, think about this for just a moment. This is not the first challenge that we've faced as a nation. Look at your parents. Most of your parents would have lived through things like the Cuban Missile Crisis, the assassination of a president, the assassination of Martin Luther King. In the 70s, they would have lived through things like the Watergate crisis, the Arab oil embargo, the Iranian hostage situation. In the 80s, they would have been around during the collapse of the Soviet Union and the falling of the Berlin Wall. And most of you then were born by the time that we had to face things like the Y2K bug, the 2000 dot-com bubble burst with the economy really tanking at that time. And then, of course, there was September 11th. Your parents and you have lived through either one or even two wars in Iraq. The point with all of this is that as a nation and as a people, we've had to deal with crisis time and again and again. But I want you to remember something. Think back on your own childhood. Think back on what your parents did for you. During any of these times of crisis, what your families would do, what your parents would do, is they would still get up every morning, they'd fix you breakfast with a smile, they would get you ready for school, they would go to work, they would save money to prepare for your future. So here you are today. You're now receiving degrees that will allow you to do things that very few people in society can do. The educations that you've received and the degrees that you're being awarded today are representative of your ability to face challenges, overcome them, and not just survive, but thrive. So, as part of this historical, virtual graduation ceremony, I would ask that you reflect for just a few minutes about the challenges that in your lifetime we have faced as a nation, about the challenges that your parents faced. And as you look forward, think about the things you can do to make this world a better place for those that will come after you, including someday your own children. Just remember always to strive for honor. And now it's my great privilege to introduce Chairman Christopher Huckabee, a graduate of Texas Tech University, and he will bring you a welcome on behalf of our Board of Regents.
Thank you, Chancellor Mitchell. On behalf of the Texas Tech University System Board of Regents, welcome to virtual graduation, and congratulations to the parents, family members, and friends who join us today. This is a time of celebration, not only for each graduate, but also for our faculty who've invested themselves in each of our graduates this year. As a Texas Tech alum and fellow Red Raider, I pay tribute to those of you who will receive your diplomas today. The fact that you have reached this milestone is a sign of your commitment and dedication. You earned this degree through hard work and determination. We congratulate you. I know this is a bittersweet moment. You pushed through the obstacles and you made it to this point. Well done. I'm sure many of you are already thinking fondly of the memories you created as a student at Texas Tech. As for some of those memories, I have advice. Sometimes what happened in Lubbock just needs to stay in Lubbock. I know that many of you are excited for this day so you can depart to that new job, the new city, or that next big adventure. But the longer you're away from Texas Tech, the more you will realize it's those little things that make being a Red Raider so special. You will come to realize the special traditions that hold all Red Raiders together and make us in many respects a family. Someday you'll be in a faraway city and you'll notice a double T on the car in front of you, or you'll see someone proudly wearing a Texas Tech shirt. You'll feel an instant urge to get your guns up high. Again, a bit of advice. That guns up thing in the airport security line does not always work, as our friends at TSA just don't seem to understand. So be careful with that one. Even when you aren't wearing red and black on the outside, I hope that you will always have it in your heart. Regardless of what you do, I am confident that you will become part of another tradition at Texas Tech. Graduates who've become leaders in their families and their communities. Maybe you'll go on to become rich and famous. Maybe you'll lead corporations, states, or even our nation. Regardless of where your career path leads, try to live by the words of the Matador song. Strive for honor evermore. If you do that, you will always find success. To all graduates today, congratulations. Please keep in touch. You are always welcome here. And as always, God bless Texas Tech.
Thank you, Chairman Huckabee. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Mark Bass. Mark Bass is a financial planner with Pennington Bass Associates in Lubbock, which is entrusted with more than $420 million of client assets. Mark received his Bachelor's of Business Administration degree in accounting from Texas Tech. He also holds a bachelor's degree in economics from Baylor University. He has been recognized nationally for his work as a financial planner, including being named by Money Magazine as one of the top 200 financial planners in the United States in 1987 and one of the top 400 financial advisors in the country by Financial Times in 2015. Mark has lectured numerous times throughout his career at universities and colleges and professional and civic groups, and has been sought out for his expert opinion by USA, Kiplinger's Personal Finance, Money Magazine, and the Wall Street Journal. In 2002, he was appointed by Congress as one of the 200 delegates to the Bipartisan National Summit on Retirement Savings. An active contributor to the Lubbock community, Mark is a board member and treasurer of the Lubbock Entertainment and Performing Arts Association, which is developing the Buddy Holly Hall of Performing Arts and Sciences. He's also a board member of the Lubbock Downtown Development Corporation. He previously served on the boards of the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra and the South Plains Food Bank, and he is a member of Second Baptist Church, where he has served in numerous leadership roles. Ladies and gentlemen, your commencement speaker, Mr. Mark Bass.
Thank you, President Skruvanek, and thanks for all you do. I join you and Chancellor Mitchell and the Board of Regents in celebrating those of you watching this who are the December 2020 graduates of Texas Tech University. Congratulations! I bet when you started your academic journey, you didn't think your commencement would look like this. It certainly is emblematic of this year. All of us have had to learn and adapt during this pandemic, or as my business partner Jennifer refers to it, this pandemic. While we miss gathering together for this ceremony, listening to the strains of pomp and circumstance, and singing the Matador song, there is a bright side. For example, you can pause this whenever you want to get a snack or a beverage, or maybe take the sheets out of the washer, throw them in the dryer. You can rewind this if you hear something inspiring or hear something irrelevant, as in, wow, did he really say that? Or you can just fast forward to the end and pick up your virtual diploma. Like pausing this video, I do hope you pause to reflect on your time at Texas Tech. I hope you savor your well-deserved accolades for your achievement. That reflection may include moments of joy and personal accomplishments, as well as participation in Tech's time-honored traditions such as the Carol of Lights or the masked rider running the field. I love those. That reflection also includes moments of challenge, disappointment, sadness, academically, relationally, culturally. It's healthy to reflect on those moments as well. What did you learn? If you're like me, there probably are some mistakes that you don't want to repeat. Like the time I had to make a 95 on a final to make a C in New Testament at Baylor. Bringing home a D to my Baptist parents would not be the homecoming any of us wanted. I made a 97, but only by knowing every step of St. Paul's missionary journeys, what he had for breakfast, and where he slept. Gratefully, I didn't have any similar experiences in my classes at Texas Tech. There are some life lessons I don't want to repeat, and you may feel the same. And the way we can avoid repeating those lessons is learning from them. The motivational speaker, Dennis Waitley, said, "Failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. Failure is delay, not defeat." So first, I suggest you pause and reflect and learn. And don't be afraid to try something new, like giving a commencement address. When you learned to walk, you didn't do it on the first try. Nobody shamed you for not walking right away. In fact, most likely you were encouraged and cheered on for trying again and again. Hopefully you have others encouraging you today, but you can encourage and cheer yourself. As has been said, you're in charge of your own happiness. Set your sights on your own happiness, your own dreams, not someone else's idea of your happiness or dreams. Each one of us has the innate ability to make decisions that enhance our life. Some people refer to it as a gut feeling, or your inner voice, or your intuition. We all have that inner GPS. Look in the mirror. You can't lie to yourself looking into your own eyes. The example of others and the words of a mentor or spiritual leader can be impactful, even life-changing, but filter them through your inner GPS. So secondly, listen with your heart. Let it guide you. This year has been one of divisiveness, one more than anything I've ever seen, politically, relationally, culturally, and it seems that divisiveness is rooted in a lack of understanding or even the desire to understand. Stephen Covey said, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." Politically, you may be red or blue, or maybe purple, a colorful mix of the two. I submit to you that if your first reaction to someone who differs from you politically, or racially or religiously for that matter, is to denigrate them or demonize them or to state that their world would be better if they changed, I assure you that the world won't get better. The Franciscan priest Richard Rohr refers to this as dualistic thinking. It's when I choose or prefer one side or perspective and call the other side wrong or untrue. Or it's the practice of comparative thinking which causes us to make assumptions about someone. You can tell by watching this that I am an older, white male, so that may set in motion certain assumptions you have about me. Let's add to those assumptions. I've achieved some degree of success professionally. I'm also Christian and heterosexual. Now, before you jump to too many conclusions, here are some other things. Fortunately, I grew up in a home where my parents generally sought to understand. Now, I'll be quick to say that every family is dysfunctional to some degree, and so was and is mine. But my folks modeled the idea of service and sought to learn from people different from us. I can have lunch with my cousin Carol, who is more a sister than a cousin, and my older son Grayson, and we represent the three monotheistic religions. Carol is Jewish, Grayson is Muslim, and I am Christian. And we get along, and we love and respect each other. Seems like the world could do the same. In the 1960s, when a young Dr. M.A.K. Lodi began teaching in the Texas Tech College of Engineering, his family and friends did not have a place to celebrate Eid, the feast that marks the end of the holy month of Ramadan. So my parents opened our home so they could do so. Now, I don't believe you have to be Christian to exhibit Christ-like characteristics, but Christ was the model in our home, and opening our home to our Muslim friends was the Christ-like thing to do. The poet George Eliot said, "What do we live for if it is not to make life less difficult for each other?" To me, that doesn't just apply to folks who are like you, but also to folks who are not like you, and not just to folks that look or believe like you, but to those who are different from you. Inclusion and exclusion are both taught and learned characteristics. Let's choose what improves the world. So start by looking at yourself. Seek to understand. Now, as a financial planner, I can't pass up this chance to offer some advice to you. We often tell our clients to give away 10% of their income, save or invest 10%, and live and pay taxes with the other 80%. In today's consumer-driven world, that can be a challenge. But if you can live with those parameters, you'll experience the joy of giving that helps others, the satisfaction of providing for your needs and even some of your wants, and you'll never outlive your money. Since the inception of the nationally recognized personal financial planning program at Texas Tech, Bill Gustafson has been the spirit and heart of that program. He's often stated, financial planning is easy. If you don't like where you are financially, then either decrease your expenses or increase your income, or both. Now, I recognize that may be an oversimplification, but not much. So be a good steward of your financial resources. Save your money. My grandfather was a cotton farmer about 75 miles north of Lubbock near Tulia in Swisher County. Pappy's formal education ended in the 3rd or 4th grade. Like many families around 1910, he was needed to work in the fields. He was a tenant farmer for many years. My mom said they moved every year to wherever he could find work. He eventually was able to buy his own place. As teenagers, sometimes in the summer, we worked on the farm. Well, we called it work. I'm sure Pappy was hoping we didn't tear it up or break something or hurt him or ourselves. My Aunt Opal, who is 98 years young and our favorite World War II veteran, said he learned to read just enough to get by and to sign his name. She said that honor and integrity were hallmarks of his life. He didn't need a contract to transact his business because his word and his handshake were his bond. Now granted, a world without agreements and contracts isn't feasible. Besides, our tech law grads would be without jobs. But those documents don't mean much if they're not backed by honor-based actions. So I encourage you to strive to learn from your successes and failures. Strive for happiness. Strive for understanding. Strive to be a good steward. And strive for honor evermore. Long live the Matadors.
Thank you, Mark. It is my pleasure to introduce our student speakers. We asked these students what it meant to them to graduate from Texas Tech and to share those impressions with us. Our graduate speaker is Melinda Laurie Anderson Guerrero, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy in Interior Environmental Design, and our undergraduate speaker is David Isaiah Rivero, graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance with honors from the Honors College.
Hi, fellow Red Raiders. I'd like to congratulate you on the completion of your degree. Some of you may be able to relate to this, but when I was coming to Texas Tech, I felt like a non-traditional student. I was returning to academia after 13 years of working in the industry, and I would be studying, working, and raising a family simultaneously. But once I got to Texas Tech, I realized that graduate students come from all different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. It made me question what really is a traditional student anymore. Texas Tech provides resources that makes it possible for graduate students of all different backgrounds, such as scholarships, fellowships, and other resources. I know I've benefited from the Urbanofsky Fellowship. I've also seen it impact research. I have been able to participate in the Coalition of Natural Learning, which is a multidisciplinary effort across campus. And I know there are many other efforts similar to it across campus. But I've been able to see researchers from various backgrounds and disciplines work together to conduct research. The biggest takeaway that I will bring with me from my doctoral studies is the beauty in connecting research and community outreach. I've been able to see empirical evidence be directly applied in the community and see how it positively impacts people. I am excited to see us spread throughout the world and impact it with our contributions, whether that's in research, working professionally, or community engagement. And remember, from here, it's possible.
Hey Red Raiders, my name is David Rivero. I'm a fellow graduate studying finance and political science from Lovington, New Mexico, and it's an honor to have the opportunity to share this milestone with my fellow December graduates. Yes, 2020 has been a year full of unprecedented crises, but to me, the year 2020 is the year of fearless champions. In the heat of challenge and adversity, we've conquered a lot more than expected, and as a society, we're really good at remembering the things that go wrong and not necessarily when we get it right. But if there's one thing I've learned from Ferris Bueller it's life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. 2020 gave us a chance to slow down our incredibly fast-paced lives, to reflect on the priorities that are important to each of us. I was asked what graduating from Texas Tech University means to me, and the remarkable aspect of graduating from this great university means very different things to each of us. But in the end, I think there are some aspects that are shared by all Red Raiders, and that's our love for our people and our shared experiences. Now you're probably thinking, well, David, you can find that at a lot of universities, and you're probably right. But over the years, we've come together to make Lubbock our home. I chose Texas Tech University because of the academic atmosphere that cultivates our curiosities, the diverse student body, its unique clubs and organizations, and our beautiful campus. And throughout my time as student body president, I had an opportunity to experience all of that and more. I got to learn from each of my classmates on what it means to be a Red Raider, and it's the little things that bring us together, the common experiences. Maybe it's the game days, hot or cold, rain or shine with fellow Red Raiders, the carol of lights, pictures with the wrapped Will Rogers statue, the Going Band, saddle tramps, hiding tortillas before coming into the Jones, joining one of our over 500 clubs and organizations, studying abroad, intramurals, penny pints, 2 a.m. late night runs to Sam's West, Whataburger, or Raider Burrito, trying to avoid parking services, being in the Honors College, that feeling of success after finally passing dynamics, thermo, bio with Dini, or financial statements with Mark Moore, to celebrating our peers' hard work and accomplishments like our national title-winning meat judging team, Palm Squad, and Chess Club, and sometimes maybe going a little overboard after a Final Four win. But it's definitely not having to act and pretend as if you're on the phone while you walk through the free speech area on SGA election days so you won't be bombarded with campaign information or the daily tech announcement emails. Now, it may seem like I named just a lot of random things, but in the end, it's each of these experiences that truly represent the full fabric of our university and the diversity of our over 40,000 person student body. We take care of one another and lift each other up. It's simply what we do. Professors become mentors, and strangers become allies. The people you meet along the way become lifelong friends. We fight in our own battles, but share in our collective victories. We know that you can't teach passion, but the culture and traditions tech has instilled in each of us are what makes us a community. A college degree represents years of hard work, many late nights, tremendous sacrifices, and a Chimmy's marg or two along the way. But more importantly, it's academic and personal growth. On the other hand, for the class of 2020, a college degree represents our ability to flourish even through life-changing adversities that were brought on by the pandemic. I've always been told, when you know who you are, you know what to do. In the class of 2020, we know who we are. We're Red Raiders. Each of us have our own individual experiences, but let us remember, as we enter into this new season of life, to strive to be a person of character, integrity, and always going that extra mile when needed, because that's what being a Red Raider is all about. To the administrators, faculty, and staff who have challenged us to lead, learn, and grow, thank you. And to our parents and family, we love you. To my family, this one's for you. As we end our ceremony and log off our computers, turn off our televisions, or travel back to our collective spaces, I implore each of us to revel in our success and accomplishments and truly take into account this momentous occasion. A virtual ceremony doesn't diminish the importance of our accomplishments. Rather, it makes it that much more unique and worthwhile. Wishing you and your family health and safety in the new year, remember to not only take care of your loved ones and those who are in your communities, but to also take care of yourself. Congratulations, class of 2020, and as always, Rackham Tech.
Thank you, Melinda and David. It is my pleasure to introduce the Provost of Texas Tech University, Dr. Michael Gallion.
Thank you, President Skubanek. Degrees are awarded to those who have successfully completed all requirements established by the university and the faculties of their colleges and department. President Skubanek, the candidates are recommended to you for the conferring of their respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Texas Tech University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which the Provost has recommended you. You may now turn your tassels to the left. Also at this time, those who have the official Texas Tech Alumni Association class ring may turn their rings outward. Congratulations.
We will now proceed with the recognition of individual graduates.
Hello, my name is Bill Brown, and I serve as Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources here at Texas Tech University. On behalf of all Kasner faculty and staff, we want to congratulate you on your significant achievement of graduation from Kasner and Texas Tech University. I hope that each of you are thanking those that helped you reach this point, whether that is your parents, grandparents, other family members, and perhaps those outside of your immediate family that have helped provide you moral support, encouragement, academic assistance, and perhaps financial support to help you meet your goals of having a college education. A great deal of research clearly shows that lifetime income is greater for those that have a college education. Plus, those Kasner students that have come before you serve in leadership positions in the industries we serve. So a degree from Kasner and Texas Tech is a great accomplishment and something you will carry with you all of your life. So please thank those that have helped you get to this point today. With the impacts of the coronavirus, these are not the conditions that any of us hoped for to celebrate your accomplishments. The coronavirus has altered the way we gather and celebrate, but it does not change the significance or celebration of one of life's great events. This current fall semester and the spring semester before it have been very different as compared to semesters that have come before them, and conditions changed very rapidly. As we began the semester last spring, we were attending classes, laboratories, and studios in a face-to-face manner. A towering strength of Kasner students and Kasner programs is the commitment to outside activities, outside of the classroom, which builds your leadership qualities, grows your maturity, and enhances your soft skills. All of those activities came to a rapid halt after spring break last year. The campus was closed, and we moved to all classes being delivered online. Kasner faculty, staff, and students have responded in a positive manner. Everything has not been perfect, but we have heard positive comments from students and faculty and staff. For me, it speaks to your resilience, which is a trait that will help you in the future. As we moved into this fall semester, some classes returned to face-to-face, some classes were delivered in a hybrid fashion, which combines face-to-face and online, and some classes were delivered in an online manner. As I was thinking about my remarks today, I wanted to leave you with 3 thoughts as you leave this great university and become the leader that we know you will be. First, every decision you make in life impacts someone else. Think about the implications of every choice and every decision you make. Next, the job is not just about you. The opportunity to have a job is a privilege. Treat your coworkers with care as equals. Success is earned by working together as a team. Always take the approach of being a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. I always tell new people that join our team to not seek shelter under someone else's dark cloud. Be positive. Work in a positive manner that advances not only your goals, but the goals of the group you work with. And third, whatever task you are asked to do it with all your heart. No task is too small. Humility is a great thing. You will never be bigger than the organization you serve. And we hear this about you already. Leaders in the organizations where you do internships or you have a part-time job compliment you on your work ethic and the can-do attitude of a Kasner student. We are confident that you will leave this great university and become a leader. In a recent nationwide survey of over 300 corporate business recruiters, Texas Tech ranked 9th overall in the entire country in terms of the recruiters' views on universities that are producing graduates with the best training and the best education and who are able to succeed once hired. This is consistent with the goals and history of Kasner in terms of our focus on student success. So congratulations on your graduation and good luck to you as you move forward. Thank you.
Now, we proudly introduce the student speaker for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, Hannah Vandershan.
Good morning, friends, parents, faculty, staff, and the Texas Tech Fall Class of 2020. It's my honor today to deliver the virtual commencement address for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources. As I stand here today, not on stage in the United Supermarkets Arena, but virtually in your homes, I look back on the journey my classmates and I have taken to get here. And that journey, filled with experiences and teachings along the way at Texas Tech, has shaped us into who we are. Our identity has been that of a student, and our blood bleeds red and black. We look back on weekdays in class and weekends bar hopping on Broadway, always ending up at Chimmy's. We reminisce on tailgating with friends as we geared up for football games, tucking tortillas under our shirts in preparation for kickoff. We won't forget the first time we cheered as the masked rider and fearless champion ran across the field in the Jones Stadium. We packed the stands in the USA and cherished swaying in the crowd as we sang the fight song, shouting as we put our guns up. We never knew all the countless moments in class working on projects, discussing future plans with professors, and creating memories with friends would mean to us until now. As 2020 began, we rejoiced as we reconnected with friends for the spring semester and started what would be our last year of college. However, when spring break arrived, we had no choice but to continue our education as Red Raiders from a distance. When the fall semester came, we anxiously waited about announcements for sports, organizations, and commencement. We laughed, we cried, and we celebrated the somewhat normal college experience we had been fortunate to have. Our identity as students was soon ending, and our time at Texas Tech was drawing near. Nonetheless, if our last year as Texas Tech students has shown us anything, it's that our Red Raider spirit cannot be broken, and then that the lessons that we've learned while we were college students will continue with us into our lives after college. Though 2020 has had its challenges, I want to reflect on all that Texas Tech and Kasner have been able to accomplish this year. Starting this fall, Texas Tech reached record student enrollment with 40,322 students. There was a ribbon cutting to celebrate the opening of the Reverend Dairy Barn. The meat judging team claimed their 15th National Collegiate Championship title. The School of Veterinary Medicine continued to prepare to welcome its first class of students in the fall of 2021, and many Kasner faculty, staff, and students paved the way with new research, congressional internships, and mentorship programs. Suffice to say, we never let changing circumstances alter our ability to succeed. It's with success in mind that I want each of you to think about your newfound identity as a college graduate. Whether you plan to continue your education, take on new adventures, or jump right into the workforce, I want you to take a moment to remember where you are. And I want you to also remember, no matter what life puts in your way, who you are. You are now and forever a Red Raider. Thank you again to our friends, loved ones, and the Texas Tech family across the university, because you are the reason we were able to take such an incredible journey. And to my friends and peers, to the class of 2020, We did it. Wreck 'em.
On behalf of the faculty and staff in the Agricultural and Applied Economics Department, we wish you a hearty congratulations. You did it. You made it. You made your goal. And as you move forward in the next stage of life, we cannot be more proud that you will carry the banner of our department, our college, and our university. On this day, we wish we could be with you to shake your hand and congratulate you. But we know that some point in the future, our paths will cross again, and we will get to discuss all of your accomplishments, all of your events in life. Until that day, just remember, you are a Red Raider. Guns up, congratulations, and you will always be a member of the Kasner family.
Congratulations on graduating from Texas Tech University. We are so excited to see all of the amazing things that you're going to do. And just remember, you're always part of the Kasner family.
None of us thought that we'd be doing commencement online when you began your journey at Texas Tech. But life doesn't always work out the way you expect, and we're glad you stuck it out. We're excited for you, and from the Department of Plant and Soil Science, remember that you're always part of the Kasner family.
Congratulations to our 2020 graduates. We are so proud of all you have accomplished in what has been a very challenging and unexpected end to your college career. We hope you look back on 2020 and remember not just the challenges, but also the joys you found in this year and everything you've learned during your time at Texas Tech. Take that knowledge and joy into the world and make the most of it and make the world a better place. We know you will do great things. And remember, no matter where life takes you, you are always part of the Kasner family.
Hi Kasner students, congratulations on graduating. My name is Robert Cox. I'm a professor in NRM, and we as Kasner faculty are so grateful and thankful for everything you've done for our college. Congratulations, you will always be a part of the Kasner family. And for the NRM graduates especially, I want to say it has been a pleasure having you in classes. Good luck with everything.
Graduates, if you're watching this, you made it. Congratulations. We're tickled to death that you have finished this stage of your educational career. Looking forward to seeing you going forward and making something of yourself and using what you've learned at Texas Tech. So come back and see us. Have a great life, and we're going to miss you guys around here. Wreck-'em Tech.
Congratulations, and remember, no matter where the road takes you, you are always a part of the Kasner family. Wreck-'em!
As a proud alumnus of Texas Tech University and Kasner, let me welcome you to the club. You're now part of a long legacy of Red Raiders, and you'll always be part of the Kasner family. Wreck-'em.
Congratulations, Texas Tech grads. We're so proud of you and can't wait to see the amazing things that you do now that you're part of the Kasner alumni family.
Congratulations. Please know you're always a part of the Texas Tech Landscape Architecture and Kasner family.
Congratulations, graduates. We are so excited to see you head out into the world to do great things. But remember, no matter where you end up, you're always a part of the Kasner family.
Congratulations to all the Plant and Soil Science and Kasner graduates. The faculty and I are very proud of you. 2020 has been a challenging year, but you persevered and here you are graduating. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. We hope that you and your family stay safe and well, and know that you'll always be a part of the Kasner family.
Dear graduates, I want to congratulate you on finishing your degree this semester. Good for you. I know you hit the finish line under some trying circumstances, but it will give you a unique experience to look back on years later. I truly hope you enjoyed your time here and have a great career in whatever you do moving forward. Be a person who discovers solutions that will benefit society, whether at your job or in your community.
From the Dr. Bill Bennett Student Success Center, congratulations to our graduating class of 2020.
We are so proud of you and all that you have already accomplished.
We wish you the best of luck and know that you will always strive for honor.
We hope that you will proudly represent Texas Tech and Kasner in all that you do.
And remember, you are always part of the Kasner family.
Wreck-'em!
Kasner graduates, congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. I hope when you reflect upon your time at Texas Tech, you remember all the fun times you had, all the late nights you spent studying, all the athletic events you attended, and the lifelong friendships you've made. Your professors and instructors are extremely proud of you. No matter where you are or what the future may hold, you will always be a part of the Kasner family.
Always part of the Kasner family.
Always part of the Kasner family. Recom Tech.
Always a part of the Kasner family.
Always part of the Kasner family.
Always part of the Kasner family.
Graduate degrees are conferred through the graduate school upon recommendation by the graduate faculty. We will begin by recognizing those who have achieved the highest academic designation, a doctoral degree. Following the recognition of our doctoral recipients, we will recognize those students who are receiving master's degrees.
Dr. Amber Lee Anderson. Dr. Abdullah Sultan Al-Shamir, Hooding Professor, Dr. Benicia Chidmi. Dr. Antonia Gerke, Hooding Professor, Dr. Darren Hudson. Dr. Niranjan Jerumu, Hooding Professor, Chingang Wang. Dr. Gonzalo Macera. Dr. Gertrude Nakakito, Hooding Professor, Dr. Jaime Malaga. Dr. Savannah Jane Forgy, Hooding Professor, Marcos Sanchez Plata. Dr. Nicholas Cade Hardcastle, Hooding Professor, Dr. Dale Werner. Dr. Marina Markova Ivanova. Dr. Justin Edward Johnston, Hooding Professor, Dr. Marcus Miller. Dr. Benjamin Austin Kossel, Hooding Professor, Dr. Michael Ballou. Dr. Vikram Bradley Balega, Hooding Professor, Dr. Joey Young. Dr. Isaiah Catalino Manalo Pubayan, Hooding Professor, Dr. Benelito de los Reyes. Dr. James H. Ruland, Hooding Professor, Dr. Frank Thames. Glenn Carson Green. Tyler Wayne Largent. Lauren Lee Worley. Shelby Marie Young. Rebecca Ruth Baker. Hannah Lee Eichman. Sarah Elizabeth Henderson. Taylor Bell Matheny. Amber Nicole Murphy. Elise Emily Rigucci. Caitlin Rose Spradley. Taylor Ann Washburn. Whitney Ray Whitaker. Jacob Jordan Baker. Taylor J. Dodson. Samuel Keith Spradlin. Hector David Garnisa Vargas. Courtney Kathleen Hoff. Taylor M. Horton. Kyle Trevor Mahagan. Jose L. Gradia. Kamalpreet Kaur Dillon. Mark Douglas Mayo. Grace Flush Ogden. Ved Parkash. Randy Lee Riddle. Pradip Sapkota. Manave Singh.
We will now recognize the students receiving the baccalaureate degree from the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources.
The banner bearer for the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, receiving a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Communications, Hannah Markle Vandershans, summa cum laude. Holt Dylan Bivens, cum laude. Brianna Jo Day. Aaron Taylor Haney. Jonathan Wade Morgan Jr. Lauren Michelle Ottmers, summa cum laude. Jackson C. Adrian. Cooper Ivan Armstrong, cum laude. Cameron Dean Bankhead. Peter Gaza Barbalik. Haley Nicole Bennett. Tristan Paul Benning. Jace Tristan Browning, Daniel Antonio Campos, Mason James Crow, Edward Davia III, Blake Randolph Dillon, Hudson Wade Collier, Carson Forrest Dunn, Cody Murdoch Goodman, cum laude, Ty Campbell Harden, cum laude, Grayson Blake Harth, Nathan Fox Holtman, summa cum laude, Micah Benjamin Horn, Grant Lib Hughes, Taylor Thomas Karmazin, Kelsey L. Kinnebrough, magna cum laude, Grant Christopher Kitten, Dylan Brady McGinty, Olu Wamiua Isaac Peters, Jonathan Robert Rogers, Cole Benton Sean, Nicole Leanne Storm, Brennan Wayne Stroop, Erin Elizabeth Suarez, Natalie Christine Winger, cum laude, Ashton Brenna Carr, Cody Brooke Clark, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College, Auden McBeath, Emmy E. Powell, Case Christian Scott, Colton Tyler Snediger, summa cum laude, Campbell Renee Williams, summa cum laude, James Carter Barnhill, Justin David Daniel, Cooper Thomas Gillian, Lindsay Marie Kirsch, Kyle Isaiah Abernathy, Laurel Nicole Bailey, magna cum laude, Brock T. Baldwin, Michelle Nicole Bruman, cum laude, Carter Logan Blagg, cum laude, Sage Lee Butler, Emma Kate Braden, Samuel Jamison Brake, Alexandria Nicole Butler, magna cum laude, Christian Anthony Camarillo, Anna Mackenzie Carlock, magna cum laude, Abram Chaparro, Wills Ray Corliss, Hannah Elizabeth Cox, magna cum laude, Samuel Clayton Davis, cum laude, Caitlin Christine Dinkle, Sophie Schaefer Dirks Martin, summa cum laude, McKinley Renee Ebner, John Vincent Eck, Rebecca Ann Earhart, magna cum laude, Michael Channing Ewens II, Lauren Sophia Fernandez, Kenley Nicole Frazier, cum laude, Kendra Nicole French, Pamela Garza, Rishnath P. Gibson, Denise Guevara Ruiz, Summer Adele Hall, magna cum laude, Temple Reagan Hamlin, Cami Louise Henry, Ashley Rose Hernandez, Haley Cherie Hernandez, Mimosa Joy Dawn Hip, Justin Avery Hodrick, cum laude, Alyssa Chanel Honora, Autumn Elizabeth Rose Kuntz, Logan Drew Latimer, Maya Sloan Leffett, magna cum laude, Robin Marie Lively, Jessica Marie Marsh, summa cum laude with honors from the Honors College, Cord Allen Matchett, cum laude, Corey Randall Malden, Michael Kevin McCulloch, Morgan Renee Miller, Bailey Nicole Mullins, Natalie Lynn Newman, Lillian Alexandra Odell, magna cum laude, Jillian Brooke Odom, cum laude, Bryn Ray Owen, magna cum laude, Jessie Webb Fufer, Haley Ashlyn Reed, cum laude with honors from the Honors College, Emily Marie Riley, summa cum laude, Trevor Anthony Davis Rosso, Leah Yoon E. Schneider, summa cum laude, Sarita Faith Short, Lacey Paige Terry, magna cum laude, Hannah Eve Tisdale, Jorge Alejandro Urita Urzua, Catherine Andrea Valdez, David Noel Valdez, Aaron Sterling Vanderberg, Juan Alejandro Vasquez, Carrie Alexandria Vernio, Alexis Ann Webb, Katie Ann Wharton, Lee Michael Wheeler, Emma Page Williams, Tavine Williams Howard, Meyer Marshall Wilson Doe, William Connor Lowe, magna cum laude, Joseph Brennan Berzas, Catherine Audrey Doria, Kristen Ann Burns, Nicholas Levi Chavez, James Price Clayton, Nathan Douglas Corey, cum laude, John Garrett Enoch, Michaela Beth Fitch, Uraka Katun Fitton, magna cum laude, Tyler Mark Garcia, Krishna Nicole Gonzalez, Gavin Joseph Hatmaker, John Garner Lang, Alexis Noel Martinez Nunez, Joseph Robert Monaco, Joshua Clay Musgrove, magna cum laude, Michael Bruce Pebworth II, Michaela M. Pryor, Avril Brianna Settler, Cleet Charles Smith, Garrett Franklin Welch, Haley Leanne Wright, magna cum laude, Kevin Frederick Albus, Taylor Ben Daniel, Brianna Lee Edwards, Brenham Andrew Gordon, Angela Brianne Hamilton, summa cum laude, Eric Allen Howard, cum laude, Macy Aaron Long, magna cum laude, Sam McKay Middleton, Christian Kyle Peters, Sarah Elizabeth Pounds, Sam Nelson Stanley Seraphine, Brianne Marie Swales, summa cum laude, Brooke Evan Watersheed, magna cum laude, Brady Welch, Brett Ryan Anderson.
Congratulations to all graduates. In addition, in an effort to keep all of you connected, each undergraduate will receive a complimentary one-year membership to the Texas Tech University Alumni Association, made possible by the Office of the President, and a one-year membership to the Red Raider Club, made possible by a generous gift from George and Linda McMahon.
It all began with the first loud and proud graduates of Texas Tech. Those dreamers and trailblazers had a vision to create an organization that would serve as a connection for alumni to one another and to the school they loved so dearly. A vision to give back by supporting the next generation and help the university continue to grow and strive. That vision for the Texas Tech Alumni Association has never changed. We represent more than 200,000 alumni across the world. No matter what you do or where your life takes you, you're part of the loud and proud alumni of Texas Tech. You're one of us.
The final regular season Saturday in the Big 12, and a lot still on the line.
In 2 straight years, it's going to be a fun night here in the Hub City for the boys in the black and red.
The Alumni Association extends congratulations to each of the December 2020 graduates. You are encouraged to maintain contact with Texas Tech University through your Alumni Association. The association is particularly pleased to honor the undergraduate students ranking highest academically in each college and will recognize this accomplishment with a plaque mailed to each of the highest ranking students. Please join me in congratulating these honor students.
Graduates, as we come to the end of this commencement exercise, I appreciate the opportunity to again offer my personal congratulations. The entire Texas Tech University community is proud of you, just as are your parents, loved ones, and friends. And I know you join with me in acknowledging and thanking family and loved ones, as well as faculty and staff, for all they have done to help you to get to this important point in your life. You've changed and you've grown during your time at Texas Tech, but you've also made a difference in our university. You've impacted the lives of your classmates, some of whom will be among your best friends for the rest of your life. Your personal success and achievements have and will continue to elevate the reputation of our university. With your talents, your Texas Tech education, and the persistence you've displayed, you are well positioned to succeed. But your ultimate success in life is not determined by what you know today, but rather what you continue to learn and how you continue to grow personally and professionally. Be a lifelong learner. Nurture your intellectual curiosity. Be committed to your family, to your friends, to your community, and to causes that make a difference in this world. You reveal your Red Raider character from the commitments you make. Strive for honor evermore. That is an essential part of what Texas Tech is about. Because you are Red Raiders, there's an expectation you'll change the world for the better. I know that you will add to the legacy of our university. Remember that you will forever be a member of the Texas Tech family, a family that is built on close personal relationships, common experiences, and a love and a passion for a place where you spent some of the most defining years of your lives. Friendships made here will always be a part of your life. Stay connected to Texas Tech. Return to campus when you can, and tell the world with pride that you are a Red Raider. To the class of December 2020, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes, and always, go Tech. And now the Matador song will be sung by Mr. Jeremy Brown, who is receiving a Bachelor of Music degree.
Fight matadors for Tech, songs of love we sing to thee. Bear our banners far and wide, ever to be our pride. Fearless champions ever be, stand on heights of victory, strive for honor evermore. Long live the Matador!